So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he 17. The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one caught. He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The numbers for Travis Kelce last week. 3 catches, 53 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
We got this.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
These two teams all tied after 1. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Williams brings it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. Flush to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Eluding the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Steps away to his left. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
You talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Dancing to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And his top speed as computed by next-gen stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
Mike
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's loose. The ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And a big part of Justin Herbert's success as a rookie was having a guy like Keenan Allen to throw to. Allen's averaged over 100 catches a year the last 4 years. No matter who's throwing it, they can count on him.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Mahomes. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 11. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today.
Fighting through it. He's got space. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert buying time to his left. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Herbert off of play action. They'll roll him out right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
We play to win. Let's go.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
Forced out to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 3rd and 2, Herbert. Touchdown! It's complete. Mike Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that could be important, as that makes this a 16-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he loses the football a second time. And picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Colts who have the lead in the second quarter. The Colts still in the dog.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert rolling to his right, fighting to stay upright. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, when you got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free, and off he goes. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert has it knocked free. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Look at the big man rumble. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our...
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
A big game that time for the Chargers. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. He stiff arms him. Still going. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right. He struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Moore now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. Well, these guys wanted to get back in this game. They needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
He finds his target, Allen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
45, 45, 45, 46.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Caught on the right side. Out. Jones got hit and lost it. And picked up by the Chargers. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rolling to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
75 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You know how often we hear about the...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
That's us. That's us.
So that one overturned. They say and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing now is Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, he'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit. And he lost the football and picked up by the Chargers.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, man.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Boy, not sure why in the world you do that, but Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And, oh, what a catch at the 2. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play. One all the way out, and I think their philosophy is we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Caught, Kelsey, left side. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike's 54. Mike.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike's 54.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get
Why be in one of thing out?
easily. Here are some recommendations to get you started. Next, it's week 4 from Southern California. We'll see Justin Herbert at AFC West football, and it's on Monday night.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Chargers set to go on offense for the first time, and they are led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020. Now in his second season out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Now it's Herbert. Being chased out left. Oh, wide open, complete.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for L.A. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Flushed out right. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 87 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like... And his first carry, he loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic. and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing. Austin Eckler got hurt last year, missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. This defense poorest so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Offense set to get this drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 1st down, Carr. He finds Robinson, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And Mike Williams was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2019 and had to battle through some bumps and bruises in 2020. He's known for his big plays downfield, but he also can make the dependable catch as well.
Escaping the pressure right. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Eckler, they run left side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 2. Here's It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Carr going to get this to Jacobs, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The Chargers trying out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. Carr. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. The Charger drive about to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA! On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chargers are able to add on to their first-half lead. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game.
The Carr's throw complete here to Waller.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. This is caught by Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose and picked up by the Chargers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now Herbert following the turnover. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And bulldozing his way through. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground.
And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. As the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Hopkins with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. So we've reached. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it down. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Open man, that's Renfro. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And fights through one man. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he can easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Carr now to throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Oh, over him. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
1st and goal, Raiders.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
Right there.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Dead, baby.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Steps away to his left. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Herbert on first down now.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Herbert now. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
It's complete to Williams. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead.
On 4th down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 30 on 2nd down, Carr, and that is incomplete.
Are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Throwing on first down is Carr. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
The tight end, the ball carrier, taken down at the 11-yard.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw, it's Carr.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll hand off here to Eckler.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1. Well, Barton, nothing but praise for me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a massive...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Herbert. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 2, Carr. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he loses the football a second time. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
To try again after the sack, Carr. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's J.K. Scott now. as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Carlson on for the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. Practicing the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and
smile.
shake hands. Yes, get out of there.